of shutting down one church and starting a new one to avoid paying a debt.
Now, the pastor denies that, so our Fox 5 team went undercover to get to the truth. And Dale Russell is here now with results.
So I thought the world of him.
Hashim Fannin felt he had a friend when he found Pastor Keith Staley.
And wine, and oil, and fine flour.
But it quickly turned bad. Where'd it go wrong?
When money got involved.
Fannin didn't know it at the time, but money was a big problem for Reverend Staley's small church. Chosen Generation C.o.g.i.c ran a summer food program for kids, just like this one. But a Georgia Department of Early Care and Learning review found the church did not provide documentation that all meals claimed were eligible for reimbursement and that all costs paid were allowable. The state demanded that the church pay back $54,000. Within a month, Pastor Staley and his wife announced they were promoting an Easter weekend gospel concert in Columbus, Georgia. Fannin says his pastor asked him and others in the congregation for money to promote the concert.
He stated that on several occasions in front of the congregation that, hey, even if worse were to come to worse, everybody's going to get their money back, even if I had to give it to you out of my own pocket.
Fannin loaned the church $5,000 in March to promote that concert. Columbus Civic Center told us just days before the April concert, the Staleys canceled due to low ticket sales. Fannin wanted his money back. After months of trying with no success, he filed a lawsuit. The pastor's answer?
He states, yeah, you're owed money. There's no doubt about it. You're owed money, but not by me. You're owed by the church. By the way, I shut the church down.
That's right. Just 11 days after Hashim Fannin filed his lawsuit, the church filed a notice of an intent to dissolve their corporation. Then just weeks later, the church filed bankruptcy. You're mad.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anytime somebody steals from you, you're not going to feel all warm and fuzzy about it.
Obviously, you're Mr. Staley.
Hashim Fannin thought it was theft. He took out an application to have Pastor Staley arrested. During a warrant hearing, he told the judge Pastor Staley shut down one church, went across town, and opened a second one.
And it's the classic conman scheme. Take up money. Once you have it, the heat gets too hot, you move across town, start over, and do it all over again.
Pastor Staley told the judge that's not true. He didn't open up any church across town. It was one of his church members. And he says it's not a church anyway.
Your Honor, it's not a church. It's a for-profit organization that's set up now. It's not a church.
The Celebration Worship Center manager, Candy Cutchin, then testified. She said it was a church. So what is it? One Sunday morning, we went to find out. From the outside, looks like a church. Inside, they take up money like a church.
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you.
They sing like in a church. And there is Pastor Staley preaching like in a church. We asked one of Reverend Staley's church members if he could come out and talk with us at the end of the service. She said he would, but he never showed up.
Mr. Fannin, I'm going to deny your application.
The judge ruled Fannin's $5,000 was a church loan, and there was no evidence Pastor Staley had gone off with the money.
Disappointed, but not deterred. There's still more to come.
But something else caught our eye while we were there. This government car. Turns out Pastor Staley is more than a man of the cloth. He's also assistant fleet manager for Fulton County. We reviewed Mr. Staley's personnel file, and it's spotless. But Hashim Fannin wonders.
If he can't even be trusted with that money, how can I as a taxpayer, you as a taxpayer, trust him, with anything that comes through his department?
We asked Fulton County if Pastor Staley could drive that county car on the weekends. He told the county he had a work emergency that Sunday morning and stopped by the church afterwards. We're still checking that out. Pastor Staley wouldn't talk on camera, he says, because of all the legal issues. Dale Russell, Fox 5 News.